Okay. And the load that was being moved was owned by BP,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
And the crane operator, who was actually in charge of the move, was employed by BP.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who welded those eyelets onto the load?
I do not know.
How had they been there on that load, or what was the thing that you were moving called?
This convection box?
Yeah, on this convection box. Had those eyelets been on there as long as you knew about them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't have any idea who welded those on there?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know why they were welded on there, at least in your experience, why they would be there?
They're used to help support the box to remove it from the bolts that are all the way around it.
Do you know what their rating is?
No, sir.
Why not?
I just don't.
Weren't you supposed to know that?
That's an engineering thing.
But
that's
aren't you supposed to? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
That's an engineering issue, I believe.
Engineering with BP?
Whoever they choose to do that, I guess, yeah.
Well, let me ask it this way. Part of your job as crane operator is to know all the capacities of the entire load, isn't that right?
Yes.
I mean, you're supposed to know the capacity of your crane.
Yes.
You're supposed to know the capacity of your slings.
Yes.
You're supposed to know the capacity of the eyelets or the whatever you're hooking onto, aren't you?
I guess.
You know you
But
are.
no, I don't.
Well,
I don't know I am, because what I'm saying is that those were there prior, and I have no idea. I got to say that, I don't know, that I guess they would be sufficient to hold the load. I don't know.
No,
But we weren't picking the load. You got to understand that too. We were just going to hold some tension on it so they could slide it out to wrap chokers around it to take the load off the bolts.
I know, but you know that BP considers that a lift.
Okay.
Don't you know that?
If you say that, yes.
Well, I looked at the documents. That's what it says.
If that's what it says.
Well, do you consider it a lift?
I guess it could be considered a lift, yes.
Okay, so if there's a lift involved, you're responsible. And I'm not beating up on you. I'm just trying. The buck's got to stop somewhere, right?
Well, I'm just telling you that yeah. I mean, that was not
You didn't think about it.
right. It's something we've been doing
You just overlooked it.
always.
Right.
You know, I mean, we've done several of them there. We've done them over the years and other jobs in other places.
I mean,
I
I
know,
hear
but
you.
we're not talking about other places, but still.
Right, and I hear you, and I'm not, get all up in your business and everything, but the truth is, there's got to be ultimate responsibility, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And we know that when you look at BP's procedures, that the crane operator is responsible for knowing the capacity of his crane, the capacity of his slings, the capacity of the hooks that he's hooking onto. Isn't that right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And for whatever reason, whether you've done it a million times before or whatnot, you just didn't figure out the capacity of those eyelets, did you?
No.
You should have. Shouldn't you?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's a mistake. Sometimes mistakes happen, but that's what it was. Isn't that right?
Again, like I say, that wasn't designed to lift the load, I guess.
I know, but you did a lift anyway. That's the point, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So whether they were designed or not designed, the truth is a lift was performed on something that you didn't know the capacity of. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you would let the buck stop right with you on that, wouldn't
Okay.
you? Wouldn't you?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, the truth is, your belief is, look, Tony, I don't really think there was anything wrong with the crane at the time of this lift.
There was not that I know of.
As far as I could tell, Tony, this thing was operating smoothly and properly.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I told the folks who investigated this.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think it jerked, that it malfunctioned and jerked in any way.
Not that I know of.
Okay. And the truth is, you're not even saying that the rigger improperly rigged this lift, are you?
I don't.
I mean, you're not saying that, are you?
No.
Because he properly put the slings through the right way you're supposed to do it, right?
Yes.
The problem was a capacity problem,
I guess. Yes.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And The truth is that whatever force you put on it when you went up, it was too much for that eyelet. Bottom line, right?
It broke, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
common sense, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
And had you, and whether it's for whatever reason, because the reason don't matter, but had you said, you know what, let's stop a moment here. Those eyelets, even if we're just going to put pressure on them, just to, you know, take just a little bit of pressure, not a full-on lift, but just a little pressure. As the crane operator, I'm ultimately responsible for this. I need to ask some questions and check on those. You should have done that, right?
Yes.
You didn't do that, right?
Right.
And that's the reason the accident happened. True?
I don't know that's why the accident happened.
Well, what other reason could there be other than the fact that the thing broke? We all know it broke.
Okay, it broke.
Okay, that's the reason. What I described is the reason the accident happened, right?
All right.
Right?
Yes.
Had you done what you were supposed to do, no offense to you, this man wouldn't have gotten hurt, right?
If that, okay, yes.
Okay. All right, and I didn't mean to beat you up, Mr. Massey, but I got to get it out there, right?
Well, again, yeah,
Okay.
fine.
And with that, I don't want to waste any more your time or mine because I think we got everything we need.
That's fine.